Hey everybody, here we've got our next summer share, and we're doing the newsletter a little late this week. Apologies, we had Aunt Janet's 70th birthday party and a whole bunch of people in town this weekend, and so we feel really fortunate about that, but we got a little behind on farm stuff. So anyway, we might be delayed, but the stuff that's coming to you is in really good shape, and we'll make some really wonderful food. So this week you're going to get a decent slug of tomatoes. You're going to get the sun golds, and then you're going to get a few different reds. You'll get a head of garlic. It's finely cured. We took this out of the ground a couple weeks ago, and it's been drying in the greenhouse. And we've got more white onions. These are kind of in between. They're going to be in between green onions and cured. They're not fully cured yet, so we've been storing them in the cooler. Go ahead and stick those in your fridge for another week. And then we've got the first of the green bell peppers. So these fixings would make a wonderful pico de gallo or any kind of salsa. And here in the middle we've got the last round of broccoli for several weeks. It looks really good, it tastes great. And then we've got eggplant. I don't know if any of you have tried the baba ganoush, but that's one of my favorite ways of eating the eggplant. You can also just go ahead and slice it and grill it, and it's really, really good that way. We've got 1.5 pounds of carrots for you. These guys are a little small. We got behind on the weeds, and spring carrots are just a little trickier to get weeded. So they are still small, but absolutely delicious. And then we've got cucumbers, and Andy wants me to explain a little bit. If you see any of this discoloration or what looks like kind of scarring on the outside of the cucumber, that is cucumber beetle damage. The inside should be just fine. But in an organic system, it's just really hard to control those pests. And then you'll also be getting some more summer squash. And you could either be getting zucchini like this, or you could be getting gold, yellow, or green patty pan. So other than that, on the farm, we've just been enjoying a really great week with family, and hope to bring you some more great food next week. Thank you. All right, here we are in front of the barn on the farm. You might recognize our logo was inspired and drawn by the Miss Janet Dunham on the left. She is the resident artist here. So,
and I'm Louisa Dunham Hisamoto from Alaska, her sister, and I'm here to celebrate her 70th birthday.
Oh!
yay!
I am used to being the eldest person on the farm, but when my sister visits from Alaska, she gets the honor. So it's a great time for me, even if she tells people how old I am.
Well, can you lovely ladies tell me a little bit more about what you did maybe as kids on the farm? Or
Well, we basically helped Dad and Mom do things over here, like get the hay in and rake it into the barn and with the elevator thing and up to the hay mow, and we helped do all kinds of chores with the animals, cows and pigs and that kind of thing.
Garden chores, but we played.
Yes, we played a lot.
There was time to play, and there was a beautiful freedom of playing at the farm. We could go into the high weeds, whether it made us sneeze or not, and get lost in the maze, the natural maze of our footprints.
I even played Tarzan. Tarzan with the weeds. And my favorite tree was my willow tree over there in the yard. And it's still here, even though it gets cut a lot because of the power line there.
But our elders admonished us not to swing on the branches because the branches would break.
Yes. Yeah. We would make a mess of them if we did that. So
there's something beautiful about playing in the space where your father played, where your aunts played, where your grandfathers sat.
Yes.
We are very fortunate people.
Yes, we are.
I love that Andy and Melissa and their family are now here.
And my grandsons are getting pictures and wondering what lives in the barn and what is a locust, is it a grasshopper or not, and things like this. And it's very interesting, and they live in Alaska, so they don't see things like that. Someday they'll visit.
This is wonderful. Well, thank you, Louisa, for coming all the way from Alaska, and thank you, Janet, for, supporting this family farm for the last 70 years.
Yes.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank